Hey friend, it is Kate here. Thank you so much for jumping on my channel and joining me for a class today. Now I've got a Pilates yoga fusion class just for you. I would call this probably in between a beginner to an intermediate. This one we are going to do a lot of inner and outer thighs towards the end of class. We do get some nice stretching around, so don't you worry, lots of hips and things before we get to that. But inner and outer thighs, they're coming your way. So roll out your mat and let's get started. We'll start standing at the top of our mat with our feet hip distance apart, broaden across the chest, lift your head a little higher, maybe close your eyes just to check in with yourself. Notice, are you rocking your weight into your toes or your heels? Are you leaning to one side or the other? Go ahead and see if you can just even that out. And then take a big inhale through the nose. Nice easy sigh out the mouth. Again, great big inhale. Big deep breath out. One more breath in here. Exhale, let it go. Lightly nod your chin to your chest, broaden across the chest, and then bend the knees and start to roll down into an easy forward fold. Eyes can stay closed or you could begin to blink them open. Find that gentle, easy forward fold. And notice if you want to sway the hips, if you'd rather nod the head, maybe even want to ragdoll a little and just grab the elbows. No right or wrong, just do what feels good for you. Relax the hands. Bring them to either your shins or your thighs, whatever is most comfortable, and then push away into an easy half lift. Exhale, soften, let it go. Inhale, push away to an easy half lift. Exhale, let it go. One more time, little half lift pause. Belly button in, shoulders nice and broad, low back so long, so straight. Take one more breath here, and as you exhale, bend the knees and drop onto your hands and knees for a little tabletop. You could always fold your mat or take a towel underneath you if you need a little extra support for your knees. Begin to cat and cow at your own pace. No hurry, no rush. And maybe even circle the head and chest a little bit, maybe bringing the tail in, still waking up the body. And then pause for a moment, point your toes together, your knees away, sink back into a wide leg child's pose, or a knees wide child's pose. Reach those fingertips a little further away and find a great big long spine. Almost think of pressing your elbows into the ground and rotating your inner arms towards one another to find a little bit more length and a little more of a stretch underneath the armpits. Take a big full inhale. Let that release out. And then rise back up to your hands and your knees, walking your hands once more underneath the shoulders, finding a nice, long, straight spine. From here, extend your right foot out behind you, press the heel back, find a little length through the back of the leg, and then return to center. Belly button up and in, big inhale, exhale, float your bottom foot up. Now, if we feel like we just dumped into our low belly, drop the leg a little lower so you can lengthen. It's not so important to me if the leg is not exactly at the same height as mine. You could even bring the foot all the way down to the ground. That's a nice little modification if we need to. And then reach your left hand further away. Maybe this is enough, just holding right here, but if you can float that hand out and away, go for it. Notice, are you sinking into your right shoulder? Can you push away from the ground, lifting the shoulder out and away? Reach the fingers and toes as far away from one another as possible. Take a big deep inhale. As you exhale, pull your elbow and knee together, curling in. Inhale, reach and lengthen. Exhale, pull it in. Inhale, reach and lengthen. 3 more, pull it in. Send it out. 2 more, pull it in. Send it out. Last one in. Send it out, pause, take a great big breath. Drop the hand, drop the leg, and find any movement we need to. If we need to wiggle and move and groove, that's okay, but eventually extend the opposite foot out behind you. Belly button in, shoulders broad, maybe press the heel back if it feels good, and then eventually come to your center. Lift the foot, point the toe. If you've taken class with me before, you know what I call the place where your thigh and your glute connect. It's our thut, our thigh butt. If you're new to me, think about squeezing that place like you could hold a pencil there, and then reach your opposite hand out and away. Same thing, take a pause. Honestly, if this is enough, just holding here without moving, that's okay. You could just move the arm or the leg, bringing one down to kind of stabilize, but otherwise, exhale, bring it in. Inhale, send it out. Exhale, pull it in. Inhale, send it out. 3 more, bring it back. Reach it out and away. 2 more in. Reach it out and away. Last one, bring it in. Reach it out, pause, take a big breath. Again, are you letting your left shoulder slide up to your ear? Can you press down? Could you smile, relaxing the face? And then set the hand and knee down and sink back into a child's pose. This time with the legs together, letting that head drop a little closer to the mat. Maybe finding a little length in that cervical spine. Sometimes with my legs together, I find it feels really nice to very lightly kind of sway my hips side to side. Just getting a little bit of mobility in that ball and socket joint way up high in my hips. Now from here, we're going to come up and lay all the way down on our tummy. We don't have to be graceful as we do that. You could always plop on down. But otherwise, arrive on your mat. Now, I need to keep my head and chest upright so I can keep talking to you. You have the option, though, of opening your elbows wide and letting your forehead come to the mat. If you are up like I am, this is perfectly fine, too. But sometimes it's easy for us to slide our shoulders up to our ears. So think of having the longest, most dangly earrings on, and you want everyone to see them. So keep those shoulders down. Press your pubic bone into the ground. Take the legs as wide as whatever feels good for you, that you can have parallel legs, which means the tops of our feet are pressing into the ground, that we can push the pubic bone down, and you can begin to almost pull the belly button away from the mat. You are so engaged in those low abdominal muscles that it's like you could make space for a little grape there. Now, squeeze your thut like you're holding the pencil in place. Take a big inhale. As you exhale, press down into your left foot and lift the right. Inhale, drop it down. Exhale, lift it up. Inhale, lower down. 3 more, lift. Inhale, lower. 2 more, lift. Inhale, lower. Last one, lift, pause. Give the thud a little squeeze. Reach your toe a little further away. Take a great big full inhale. Soften that foot down. Immediately press down into the right foot. Exhale, lift the left foot. Inhale, drop it down. Exhale, lift the foot up. Inhale, drop it down. 3 more, lift and lower at your own pace. No hurry, no rush. And then the next time that you go to lift that foot up, keep it there. And again, press down into the right foot, into your pubic bone. Lift the low belly up and in. Relax the head, the neck, the chest. Give yourself a breath. Set it down. Keep the engagement of the low body. And I do want all of us to take our hands by our sides and wing our elbows towards one another. Point your nose down to the ground. And think about me pulling your ears forward. Pubic bone down, low belly up and in. Squeeze the elbows towards one another as you roll and lightly lift up to a teeny tiny cobra. Exhale, belly button in as you lower down. Inhale, teeny tiny cobra. Exhale, belly button in as you roll down. 2 more times, lift and lower at your own pace. And then last time, lift up and pause. It's not about how high you are. Instead, it's lifting that belly button. It's pressing that pubic bone down, squeezing the elbows towards one another. If there's tension in the low back, come down. But if we can, press deeper into your left hand, float your right hand up. Set the right hand down, press, kind of stabilize through the right hand, lift the left hand up. Lower, and now lift both hands up. Did you just kind of dive down? That's probably because we were using maybe too much of our upper body. Instead, press into the pubic bone, squeeze the thigh, lift out of the waist, and then pick up both hands. Set both hands down. Pick up both hands. Set both hands down. Last one up, and then let everything go. Bend the knees, a little windshield wiper, side to side. No hurry, no rush whatsoever. Unravel. One more time, find your child's pose, knees together or apart. Whatever feels better in your body is absolutely fine with me. And then we are going to take a small little lunge. So step the right foot forward, and it doesn't have to be graceful. I know sometimes we have to kind of scoop our leg up there to find the spot, and that's okay. Take your left hand on the ground, your right hand on your right thigh, and find a little twist. I think about pressing the front of my pubic bone down almost towards my heel on the floor so I can find a deeper twist. Take a big inhale, big breath out. Maybe you lift your hand up to the sky if that feels good. I often find, especially my upper body, it can feel nice just to find some little rotations of that shoulder, or maybe swim your hand in line with your inner ear. From here, I'm thinking about a long line from my knee on the floor, through my body, out my extended fingertips. Big deep inhale, and drop it down. Go ahead and press back, take that foot with you, and then we'll take the other foot forward. Finding that beginning of your Anjaneyasana, you could even lean a little further out if you want to, since we're not kind of going up into a bigger lunge. We're staying right here, but feel your hand on the ground, other hand onto the thigh, and then start to take that rotation. Again, I'm lightly pressing my pubic bone down while I lift and lengthen. And maybe we stay here, or maybe on this side again. It feels good to find some mobility. Do what works for your body. No big deal if we need something different. Maybe swim that hand up again if it feels nice. Take a full breath here. Relax. Bring it down. Once more, find your child's pose. No hurry, no rush. And then slowly roll yourself up. We're going to lie on our back. And I want us to take our hands a little bit wider. Feel the low back touch the mat, broaden across the chest, keep your nose pointing up to the sky, and I want you to stomp down into your left foot as you lift your right foot up and flex. If there's a bend in your knee, that is perfectly fine, no big deal whatsoever. But what is important is keeping the low back touching the mat, those low ribs drawing towards one another. And then from here, all I want us to do is slowly lower our heel down towards the floor with our leg either straight or in that bent, but not bending it more. Keeping it wherever it is, but we're going to go down slow on a count of 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, quick up. Again, slow. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, quick up. Again, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, quick up. 2 more. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, quick up, pause, point the toe, take a big breath, and then set the leg all the way down. Immediately stomp that foot into the floor as you reach your other foot up and give it a flex. Notice, is there tension in your shoulders, your neck, your face? Let that go. Smile, you're having fun. And then other side, we go down 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, quick up. Again, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, quick up. 2 more. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, quick up. Last one, down 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, quick up. Pause, point the toe, take a breath. Set it down. Go ahead and keep those hands right in place where they are. Inhale, lift the pelvis up. Find your bridge, keeping that nose pointing up to the sky and space between chin and chest. Roll it down. Again, inhale, lift on up. Roll it down. Last one, lift it on up. roll down, pause. Now from here, we are going to roll onto our side. And now you can lift your head up just like I'm doing, or you can kind of recline if that feels better. But unlike what I feel like I've done in a lot of my classes here, we're actually going to use the bottom leg and not the top leg. So right now, take that top leg and bring it behind your body. And anytime we're doing any sideline work, I often say this, imagining that you've got that little belt around the small of your waist, and that I just came up and looped my finger underneath that belt and pulled up. We want to pull that side belly away from the ground. Now, it might not actually lift away from the ground, and that's okay. It's more of that feeling of that low belly lifting up and away instead of actually making that shape. But press down into your top foot in the earth. Feel those muscles turn on, and then actively flex your extended leg. For me, that's my right leg. If you're doing the other side, that's okay. Now, shoulders soften, face relaxed. Stomp into the ground with the top leg. Big inhale, exhale, lift the bottom leg up. Inhale, drop it down. Think of a little string pulling your inner thigh up. Bring it right back down. 3 more, lift. Inhale, lower. 2 more, lift. Inhale, lower. Last one, lift, pause. Hold it right there. Flex that foot a little bit more, and then from here I want you to point the toe and then flex the toe. Point the toe and flex. 3 more, point and flex. 2 more, point and flex. Last one, flex, pause. From here, take a big inhale, exhale, lift the foot up a few inches and drop it down. It's like that little inner thigh string is being pulled up even higher, lower down. Exhale, use those inner thighs, pick it up, bring it down. Don't forget about stomping into the ground with your bent legs, stabilizing there, toning the tummy. You're doing fabulous. 2 more, exhale, up, inhale, down. Last one up, pause. Point that toe one more time. Reach that leg so long and straight. Take a big inhale and let it go. Wiggle it out. Shake all you want to. You're doing fabulous. And then we're actually going to hop the foot in front. And for this one, even though we'll still concentrate on keeping that low belly pulling in, we're actually going to almost imagine making space for our body from our hip to our bottommost rib and trying to flatten out that side of the body. So no scooping of that side belly. And then again, we're going to point our toe like we were doing a moment ago, pressing down into the front leg that's now in front of the other guy, and then lift that little guy up and pause right there. Hold for a moment, really think of flattening the side of the belly onto the ground, but still drawing or kind of wrapping your tummy muscles in towards the middle of your body. And then from here, great big full inhale. Exhale again, it's like that little string, pull the thigh up and you drop it down again. Exhale, pull it up. Inhale, drop it down again. 3 more, little lift, little lower. 2 more, little lift, little lower. Last one, little lift, pause. Take a big, deep, full inhale and let it go. Good job. That's a big one. We will swim on over to our other side. Gracefully or awkwardly, it's okay either way. And again, you can kind of lay however feels best for you, but we'll start with our top leg behind our front leg with a big flex in that bottom foot. And it's that feeling of lifting our low belly or kind of wrapping it in towards our belly button. Big inhale, exhale, pick up the leg, drop it down. Now really think of flexing the foot the whole time, and it's like you're trying to reach your heel towards the wall away from you while you pull your toe kind of up towards your knee. Every time I lift my leg up, I think of squeezing my inner thighs, of stomping down onto the floor with that top leg. 3 more, exhale up. Drop it down. 2 more, exhale up. Drop it down. Last one up, pause. And again, we're going to point and flex. Point and flex. You got it. Point and flex. 2 more. Point and flex. Last one. Go ahead and flex. Pause. And again, it's like that little string is pulling from your inner thigh, lifting it up a little higher, dropping it a little lower. Exhale, lift it up. Inhale, down. Tone that tummy, lift. Let it go. 3 more, lift. Let it go. Last one, lift. Pause, take a big breath, and relax. Hop your bottom foot in front. Now again, for this one, we are really trying to flatten out that side body. And we'll start with a little point in the toe. Reach that foot further away. Take a big inhale. Exhale, hover it up, pause. Press it down into the foot on the floor. And it's okay if your knee kind of lightly points inward. Sometimes it feels better for me to flex my foot if I'm feeling some weird tension there. The idea, though, is we do want to kind of open it out, but never everyone has that range of motion, so it's okay. But reaching that toe further away, pulling that navel in, big inhale. Exhale, lift a little higher. Drop it a little lower. Squeeze the inner thighs, pull it up. Lower it down. 3 more, up. Lower down. 2 more, up. Lower down. Last one, up. Pause. Great big full inhale. And relax. Go ahead and lie on your tummy once more. Hands right in front of your face. You can use them as a little pillow for your forehead. Take the windshield wiper of your knees side to side. And then let that go. And last time, sink back into your child's pose. Knees together or apart, whatever feels better for your body's perfectly fine. Close the eyes, and this could be as active as passive as you like. But begin to pay attention to what's going on to you. Let's take a few more easy little breaths in and out. And then maybe curl the fingers a little further away for a deeper stretch. And maybe curl them over to the right, pressing the left palm on top of the right. Pressing your left sitting bone closer to your left heel. And then curl the hands to the opposite side, this time right palm on top of left. Right hip pressing down, opening up the ribs. And then bring it on back to center. Roll yourself up to an easy seat. As always, give yourself a pat on the back. Thank yourself for doing something so good and just for you. I hope you enjoyed class, and I can't wait to see you again.